Hello, that time again, yeah, no. Time flies, baby, time flies. How are you doing? You alright? I'm glad you're here, because I was getting quite hungry. Can't wait any longer. Right, what are we having? Lamb curry. And you think, well, you have lamb curry. I've experimented with the heat, with the spice, mainly the heat, using a combination of powders, including the Paul's Reaper powder sent to me. Thank you so much for that. So I've used it, tested it as I cooked, and I've reached a heat. I don't overdo it. I'd say between, well, Vindaloo, just over a Vindaloo probably. Not quite between a fowl and a Vindaloo, a proper fowl I mean. So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I used a bit too much olive oil in this, really, to be fair. This is a flatbread, all butter flatbread from Morrison's. Now, I've had flatbread from there, but I've never seen it with all butter on it. It could be the same thing, I'm not sure. Then, this was given to me, there's 3 bottles of this week. Kindly. HobGoblin Ruby. Ruby 5.2% beer. So that's just come out the fridge. Oh, new glass, huh? Not seen that. Anyway. I couldn't have done it better myself. Looks like a glass of Coke with a head. It looks like Guinness on there, doesn't it? Anyway. Oh, it's beautiful. Ice cold. So we've got them. We've got poppadoms as usual. And some rice in there. And for those that say, well, there's only one that said, I think, Spencer, if you're watching, I may put the rice with the curry later when I've eaten a bit. So let's give it a try, shall we? Lamb curry. Beautiful sections of lamb there, pieces. You can see them dark bits on it. I'm not sure if it'll show up on here. It's where I seared it first. Hot oil straight in. And then seared it all right round and then bring it right down. Anyway, it's not a cooking video, is it? Right. Oh man. Melt in the mouth. Absolutely. So searing it hot till it colours it, not cooks it. Take it off the heat. And then I did some other stuff. And when it cooled right down, well, you know what I mean, sizzling wise. And then added all the spice, the powders, the garlic. On the low heat, then let it simmer. And I put more garlic. I love garlic. There you go. There'll be no. There's a piece of garlic there. There's onion in it. Starving. Excuse me. What are you having then? That's more like it. That's beautiful. Now, if I didn't know better, if they don't make this themselves, I would say, or Tesco don't make their own, I would say the same company made this as they do the Tesco one. Well, fluffy inside. I'm excited today with this. I love experiments. Weird, isn't it? Heat and spice. Now the heat. Oh, look at the little onion there. The heat is, I would say, it's, how can I be, just over a Vindaloo for me. Just over. So I could go higher again. But the taste is stunning. You cannot beat that in. And curry's so easy. Meat first. And I'm not going to, sorry, I waffle on something going on about how. Just shut up, Paul, and enjoy the bloody thing. Okay. Well, we've been forecast tomorrow. High winds. Storm. Some name again. 60 to 80 mile an hour winds. What else is there? Rain, heavy rain, very heavy rain. Stormy weather. The whole country's copping it. Ireland coming over, up to Scotland. May have some sunny spells, but it's going to remain windy. And then rain again, showers, and really. So wherever you are in this country, stay safe. If you're going out, especially. That's a beautiful heat now, because I'm eating and eating. It's building slightly. And the reason you can't beat fresh chilies, dried chilies, but this is all powders, if you know what I mean. So it's all, and it's lovely, really nice. Yeah, staying in tomorrow. I'm trying a new cider. Which I usually have a glass of with dinner. And then it's quite a large bottle. Damn, I forgot the name of it. Got to tell you then. It was suggested to me, apple, well obviously apple cider, but a certain apple, and they said the taste. So I'm going to try that tomorrow. You know, may have a few glasses during the day. Not going anywhere. As I say, the old storms picking up these lamb, huge pieces, beautiful, and it's expensive lamb. Melt in the mouth. And this lamb was there. Where did I get this? Can't remember. But it's their cheapest version, their least expensive. What do they call it? The basic line, you know, and it was rather fatty, which is good for this sort of dish, because that'll render and cooks in. That's made it now really tender, succulent, and melt in the mouth. But the biggest learning curve with anything is meat is room temperature before it's cooked. Otherwise it'll go from cold into an oven or pan, or the muscle, it'll just tense up, tough as old boots. This is nice. Can you see the colour? I'm gonna show you the light. I don't know if you can see this. Damn nuisance. Anyway, it is like a ruby colour. Yeah. Did I ask you what you're having? Are you out here? I can hear the wind now actually, starting. I think it's going to build up through the night and all day tomorrow. So batten down the hatches, plenty of food and plenty of drink. Cannot beat a Ruby Murray on a Saturday night hot curry. Even better when you made it yourself. This is a nice change. One is enough though, quite filling. You couldn't drink a lot of that. Well, I couldn't drink a lot of that. Very nice. I've got a job. Have I told you this? I may have said it. Well, in case I haven't, because I can't remember. I'm going to power wash my the patio slabs and paths around the house. Gone a bit green, a bit slippy, especially the areas that are sheltered, that don't get a lot of light or sun. They seem to, because we've had such a damp winter, there seems to be some moss starting. So on these bits, and it gets quite slippy. Not that we're walking on it, but that's my job. One of my jobs next week. I'm going to power wash the whole thing. What a difference it makes. What else are we going to do? A few jobs to do. Got a few. Oh, run. Why do I say these things? Run to the tip. I filmed a bit of a vlog outing thing last week. To take my niece to the Bangor Hospital, Ysbyty Gwynedd. Our local hospital is Glenclwyd Hospital, but for what she had to go for, the specialist or consultant or surgeon, whatever, was in Bangor Hospital, whether it's that day or that week or something. So they sent her there. And you have the same trouble parking there as you do in the Glenclwyd one. God. Anyway, I took her there very early. And, just filmed a bit of the journey going odds and ends, and then but I didn't have time to do more after, so hence there's nothing went up. But I might, if I do any filming again like that, I'll put it together, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, and I got a couple of trips to the dump, to the recycling centre, whatever you call it, where you are. This is lovely. Absolutely beautiful. The heat, that's a lovely heat for me. It's not blowing my head, but it's there, it's in the mouth. I can taste the spices, I can taste it. The lamb's juice. That's perfection for me. But as I say, this wasn't about the cooking, it was about the powders and the heat and the spice, the taste. And it's better than what I wanted it to be fair, which is a nice nice bonus, isn't it? I've something else. Oh, hi, Alan, if you're watching. Alan Jones, you asked about this. I did answer, I think, in the comments. You've got good eyesight. This here, just like that, was on that where the hot and spicy sign is, but it was, I think it must have been like that, was it? And you spotted the Tommy Cooper and you said you're a big fan, and what all it is a lady I delivered to, and she said, you like comedy and the old comedians, which I do, and Tommy was one of them. And inside it's just I'll show you. Oh, you have to open it twice. So there's a bit of a thing here of old Tommy. And then all it is a DVD and a book. So it's a collector's thing. I've not watched it. It's never been opened. Shame in it. You know what that is? Somebody's had this as a present and never bothered to open it. So much better for me, and so that was very kind of her. She thought of me for that. So lovely. Is this going on again? Anyway, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, succulent lamb. Bread's lovely. All butter flatbread. I've had Morrison's flatbread. It's okay, but I've seen this one here with all butter on it. I haven't seen that before. And somebody said, haven't you? I said, no. This fella went to the doctor's. He said, I feel like a pair of curtains. Oh, he said, pull yourself together. I know, yeah, right. Don't watch again. Right, I'll leave you to it. Absolutely beautiful lamb curry. As I said, using the cheapest lamb they sell. Lots of little fatty bits in the middle. You need that for the cooking because that renders, well, melts in, whatever you want to call it, into the and adds to the flavour. It's melt in the mouth. The heat, so experimenting works. Highly recommend doing that. Have a play about. As I say, just using powders. Sometimes you can't beat fresh chilies on, but a lot of the powders and the dry chilies are okay, but the powders are okay if you do them in properly, isn't it? Moderation. So I've experimented with the heats, and it's just over a vindaloo. The heat is there now in my mouth. It is gorgeous, burning. The flavour's there fully. The heat's not judging. God, I can't speak. Must be tired or something. This is 5.2%. What do you expect? The the heat doesn't interrupt the flavours, should I say. They complement each other. I'm talking now too long. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. You may see more of me this next week. I'll have more time to do stuff. Yeah, once this storm's passed, shall we say. So all the best. Have a great weekend, and see you in the morning if you follow me on the other channel. And that is about it. Beautiful homemade lamb curry. Cannot beat it. Have a great weekend. Cheers.